Hello everyone, this is going to be the 10th weekly puzzle, titled Don't Overcook It. I think that might come from the chef maybe, so maybe the chef will be important, but I also might just be completely reading too much into that. Maybe the rules will help me, so let's read them. We have an imp, we have any of the TB minions. It seems like it's about a TB game. Cool. Evil players lie. Yeah. Okay. Only outsiders are recluse and drunk. And that is only if there is a baron. And if there is a baron, I can be drunk. Cool. Who's demon, who's minion? Well, let's see. Who has interesting info here? Well, Matthew apparently learned that Josh is imp. I have a feeling it won't be that easy. But that is definitely something we can start with. Which is also interesting because Dan learned that Josh is poisoner. And it's sort of weird, but from our meta perspective, that makes me think that Josh is good. How is that possible? I have literally no idea. But, I don't know. We'll think about it. Fraser is also is an outsider claim. Not the only, because that's the only one that, can be claimed. So, that means if Fraser is evil, then it's probably just, I don't know, probably poisoner, because there's just so much info, it looks like. So, let's start. Do I want to start with Josh is evil? Just because, let's just get that out of the way real fast. It might just be that Josh is imp. I don't know. But, okay. Well, if Josh is imp, who is the minion? Well, I guess... I don't think Fraser works, starting with Fraser. Because if I make it Fraser, then Sula and Dan's information... Oh, and Matthew's? Yeah, I think all of them. Just all their info doesn't make sense. So it can't be Josh Fraser. Josh Sula, to make sure we don't have that issue with the pairs. That, I think that also doesn't work because of these again, Dan and Matthew. Or no, sorry. It could be Dan could be poisoned. Dan could be poisoned. Does this work? There's no way this works. I literally just don't believe this works. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the outsider. That makes sense. Yeah. So, yeah, since there's an outsider claim, that means that Sula would have to be Baron, and then I guess Dan, I can't make Dan drunk, because if Dan's drunk... Oh, no, I can maybe make Dan drunk then. I was worried about the washerwoman, but it doesn't matter, right? So, wait, does this world work? We have a Baron, and then Dan's drunk. Oh, and then Tom has a yes on Josh as well. There's no way. Does this work? Well, we have our outsiders. And then this would have to be Baron. Myself and Sula would be a no, that's fine. Myself and Josh is a yes, that's good. Oh wait, sorry. Josh is dead. Yeah, so I guess this... Oh no, wait. Oh wow, I'm being really ridiculous. This can't be Baron, it would have to be Swimmin'. That's why this doesn't work. Because Josh was also executed, he didn't die. Okay, and if we don't have Baron, then we can't account for Fraser. Okay, so yeah, so this doesn't work at all. I'm just being dumb. Okay, let's try, well, because the thing is, if I ever assign someone other than Fraser, it automatically has to be a Baron, right? Like if, let's say I make it, well, if I make it, yeah, like if I make it Dan, right, has to be a Baron because of Fraser. And then And then we have one drunk to play around with. I guess here Matthew would have to be drunk. Oh no, sorry, that's fine. Oh no. I guess, wait, is this fine? Once again, I think this might be okay. Well, oh, sorry, I shot Fraser on day 2 and nothing happened. So I would have to be drunk, actually. I have to be drunk. Does this work? Well, either Dan or Sula is Undertaker. Oh, it doesn't matter, because we're saying Josh is evil. Recluse, that's one outsider. No pairs of evils, this is fine. Myself and Sula, no. Yes, myself and Josh. Okay, cool. Josh was oh, it doesn't matter, this is Baron. And then when I died, I learned that Josh was Imp, which would be true. Wait, sorry, what? When did Josh... Wait. Oh my god, I did the exact same thing again. I did the same thing again. I'm just gonna cut to this part. I did the same thing again. It can't be Dan. Because he would have had no time to jump, so it has to be swimming, but then maybe if she was... Okay. So Josh cannot be a minion. Or a demon, sorry. If Josh is minion... Well, let's start with Fraser is evil. If... let's see. Well, I guess... Let's say Josh is poisoner. Just to have it work with somebody. I'm gonna make that a lighter red to not bother myself. Okay. Well then we have this, and I mean this could be poisoned, but then, and this could be a red herring on Tom. But then we have an issue with Matthew. Okay, this doesn't work. Okay. Oops. Let's go back to this. So it can't be Josh Fraser. I think we have a similar problem though, right? Now if I make it anyone else, then now Josh has to be Baron. And I don't know, there's just so much info, I don't know if I can account for that. Well, okay, I don't ever need to worry about Tom. I don't really need to worry about Sula. So I guess Dan is the only real candidate here. That makes sense. To try. Is there any reason this wouldn't work? Oops. Sorry. Well, I guess the issue is that I shot Fraser and nothing happened. That's weird. Why would that happen? I mean, I guess I could be drunk, right? Okay, so this is the world. I have to be drunk. And then... Oh, no, this doesn't work, though, because Matthew. Okay, so... I can't find a world where Josh is evil, I don't think. So I'm glad my social read in the beginning of the game was right. There's just so much evil info on him that he must be good. The question is, how is he good? I want to explore worlds in which Fraser is evil again, because I like being able to have a poisoner available and explain this, sorry, and explain all this, like, info here, right? Mostly these three. Actually, since it's these three, I guess the evil teams are more likely to be centered around these three characters. I would say Sula as well, but I guess that matters if I'm making it like Sula Fraser. Okay, let's make Fraser the demon and see what happens. If Fraser is demon, well, let's see. Well, we always... Well, okay, how do we explore this? Well, Matthew is always a problem, right? What if we make it Matthew? If we make it Matthew, then of course Dan has to be wrong. So if we're doing Poisoner. We're doing exclusively Poisoner worlds, I think, so far. let's say Dan was poisoned. That's fine. Oh, yeah, that doesn't work because I shot Fraser. Okay, actually, hold on. Since I shot Fraser, I feel like having Fraser is minion would probably be better, right? Are there any worlds in which I shoot Fraser and they are demon? I guess I could be poison sniped. Does that work in any of these? Well, we know why it doesn't work with Dan. With here, yeah, there's too much info. I don't think that works. It might work though that Fraser is poisoner. I feel like I'm going really fast. Okay. Let's try Fraser poisoner. For demon, I guess we could just start with Sula. Let's see. Well, then we have the issue where these two pieces of information both have to be wrong. So I think it would have to be the case that it has to be Fraser Dan, or Fraser Matthew. If it's Fraser Dan, well, the issue with Fraser Dan, right, is Josh. But yeah, so the issue with Fraser Dan is, but this is actually also different because now instead of like Dan Matthew, it's Matthew Josh, and that's actually really different. And I'm gonna I was gonna say I'll give you a few seconds to figure it out, but by now you've had that time. That's really different because now 2 poisonings are possible. In the sense of it is possible that Fraser poisoned Josh, which is crazy lucky, but Fraser poisoned Josh, and then I guess Fraser poisoned Matthew. That seems ridiculous. That just seems like the craziest poisoner you've ever played with. But I actually think I need to try that world. Wait, okay. Let's see. So it's fine. Tom is fine. And then these are both explained through poisoning. And then, yeah, this would make sense as Fraser is the minion. Wow, is that the world? That's ridiculous if that's the world. I don't like that. That just feels wrong, but I think it works. I can't think of the outsiders are accounted for. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm going with this, right? Fraser's just the craziest poisoner ever. Since this was really quick, before we check, I'm going to quickly tell a fun story in which I was the, I love doing this. I was the poisoner, and I decided to immediately claim Saint, because what are you going to do, kill me? So I claimed Saint, and, what happened? Well, I immediately sniped the person to the right of me, just in case they were empath, right? And they were the Virgin. And we love immediately poisoning Virgin. That's so much fun. And then later in the game, during Final 3, I got Star Pass 2, which is great. I got Star Pass 2, and then everyone was like, it can't be Asher. That's my name, by the way, if you didn't know that from the other video in which I was making, doing storyteller quizzes with Levi, my brother. Anyway, it can't be Asher, he's the only outsider claim, and we have to have an outsider. That was great. I really enjoyed that game. I think there was a drunk chef, maybe? I don't remember. But anyway. Okay, so let's check if this is correct. I'll see you in a second. Let's see. Quick note, let me know if you have any fun poisoner stories. I think poison snipes are so fun, because it can make it seem like drunk really easily. Anyway, Lord Brale will, I guess, help us with this. Dan is imp, Fraser is poisoner, and that seems to be correct. Woohoo! Yep, there we go. Poisoned, and then poisons. So we just have the most insane poisoner you've ever seen. Good job, Fraser. What does this guy say? Oh, he just says it's right. Okay, cool. Weird decisions town made. Did town make weird decisions here? What weird decisions did town make? I don't know. I guess Tom picked himself for some reason, like night 2. Okay, anyway. This was a good puzzle. I think the information given by Matthew and Dan led me to a world too quickly. I think it was easier because of that. And then just Fraser being an outsider. It's just so much information that I'm able to parse. I was able to parse fairly quickly. Maybe because I've been practicing this so much. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the puzzle. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you another time. Bye-bye.